Warning! Warning! This podcast is not for the easily offended. We are two guys that think everything and anything can or is a joke.
There is no limits to what our minds may come up with. But understand, these thoughts are all in the nature of comedy, and nothing said here should be taken as gospel. Neither of us are Jesus.
Our testosterone is just too damn high, man.
Fuck yeah, brother!
Anyway, welcome to the show. Prepare to witness a hurricane of humor and thunderous thoughts as we take conversations on a whirlwind to the limits. Hell yeah, brother.
I don't care about humor. Sam, without humor, there's only Hitler.
Do you think that Tarzan was a virgin whenever he met Jane, or was he clapping monkey ass before that?
AIDS. My last name may be Todd, but I'm no retard.
Whoa.
You look like a guy that only watches Simpsons porn. You're a fucking homosexual.
Free to homie Sean Connery, dude. He didn't do
Dude,
nothing wrong.
from his grave. Give me a Ouija board. Let's talk about bitches, Sean. Hanging out with me is like a ride on the Titanic. You didn't expect it, but you're getting wet. If I'm in Bangkok and get fooled, but I don't hate it, am I bisexual?
What if I texted you something like, Daddy, I'll throw it back on you?
If you ever text me the words daddy, I will block you.
Of course the conspiracies about the Jews are real, because their holy land is called
Israel.
and treated like a Twizzler and twist her up and naked twister.
What you're gonna do is you're gonna go to clapcleats.com. Promo code Hurricane of Thoughts. That's Thoughts, T-H-O-T-S.
Dun, da-da-dun, da-da-dun, dun, 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 da-da-dun, da-da-da. Da-da-dun, 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 dun, dun, da-da-dun, da-da-dun, dun, dun, da-da-dun, 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 dun, dun, da-da-dun, dun, da-da-dun, 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 dun, 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 dun. It's the Wild West out here with these motherfucking words today, my friends. It's right, it's your boy, it's the Juggernaut Jester, it's Hurricane of Thoughts, it's Tuesday. Welcome. So we'll get right into it with the story of the week. So, what's going on, Jer? So let's get into it with the story of the week. So, in high school, I had what is known as a smart mouth, okay? And sometimes it got me into trouble because I was an angry adolescent. The world took a lot from me. Well, actually, I never had a lot. So I was angry, and I hated people who had a lot and treated people that didn't have a lot like shit for obvious reasons. And what happened is one day during gym class, the way gym class was set up is if you participated in gym class, you would change your clothes, you would go out, you would participate, you were on the football field, you were doing your thing. And if you chose not to participate in the activity in gym class that day, you would walk around the track. You would walk a mile, okay? So as these people who didn't want to participate in gym class would walk a mile, the people who didn't participate at all, okay, let me restart. So in gym class, there was the activity. You could participate in the activity. Then, if you didn't want to participate in the activity, you could walk a mile, which is 4 laps around the sprinting track, okay? And then if you didn't participate in gym class at all, your job was you had to sit on the sidelines, do nothing, and every time somebody walked their lap, you would give them a different color card. And then once that person had 4 colored cards, that meant they walked around 4 times, and they were done with gym class. Now, one day, I didn't take clothes, and I didn't want to be, I'm a big guy, so when I do gym class, because, you know, I'm a secret athlete, I'm a fatleet, so when I took gym class, I went hard. So I got sweaty. So I was like, ain't no way I'm walking around, because I had gym class first period of the day. Ain't no way I'm walking around all day sweaty as hell. Not happening. So I was like, I'm not taking gym class today. Nah, I'll sit. I'll hand out cards. Okay? And it just so happened there was a bunch of girls that didn't want to participate in the activity of football. So they were all walking the track. One of them was my friend. and I snuck her a little extra card, right? Okay? So she walked 1 lap, got 2 cards. You do the math. So the girls behind her, the popular girls, aka the sluts, right? Because in high school, there's 2 ways to be popular. You're good at sports and you're cool, or you're a slut and dudes like you because there's a chance, right? So she was her group was one of those, okay? And she walked up to me and was like, "Oh, give me an extra card. I want an extra card." And I was like, "Nah, I don't know what you're talking about." She's like, "If you don't give me an extra card, I'm going to tell on you." And I said, "Bitch, shut up. Your pussy's been used more than Google." She slapped me right in my face, right? But I was the aggressor, clearly. Well, kind of, no, I almost got blackmailed. So, but I was the aggressor with my slap of words, with the "bitch, your pussy's been used more than Google," okay? But, like in all instances of sports, which is what gym class is, the person who retaliates gets caught. I get slapped. Ah! Gym teachers start freaking out. What's going on? And, you know, girls, they can never simply state what happened. They're hysterical. So she's like flailing her arms, trying to fight me while they're pulling her away. And then I'm just standing there like, I wouldn't give her an extra card, so she slapped me. You know? What can you do, bro? What can you do? What up, Nathan? Starting strong? It's all about a good start, dude. Because what if somebody comes to the channel and watches the playback? You gotta have a good intro. I'm starting to get these things, bro. Get it. Bowser! I just made a mess in my trousers! Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, in a fight, Reptar versus Godzilla. Well, I mean, okay, hold on. Okay, so Godzilla, very strong, powerful, destroyed, very, you know, Godzilla hates Asians. Let's be real. Godzilla is an Asian terrorist, and he needs to be stopped. And Reptar is it's got plot armor. Because, yo, Rugrats, let's see, dude. Okay, so let's do pros and cons of each, right? So Godzilla, okay, pro. Nuclear energy, it can shoot out like a hyper beam like it's a Pokemon. Okay? Con, hates Asian people. It's just a fact. Okay? Reptar, pro. Friendly to kids. Con, friendly to kids. Is it a pedophile dinosaur? I don't know. So I guess it comes down to this. Which one has the better plot armor? And if I had to guess, I mean, Godzilla's almost lost to a fucking moth. But then again, Reptar almost lost to some kids. But then again, Tommy Pickles is a badass. And what are you going to do about Phil and Lil? And not to mention Angelica. And Chucky Finster, he's so scared, he just falls into victory. I mean, you got to go with Reptar. I talked myself into it. 100%, dude. Reptar's taking out Godzilla, dude. For 3 reasons, dude. Godzilla hates Asians. It has God in the name, which is blasphemy. And what the fuck is a Zilla? I've heard of Zillow. Tell that bitch you'll take that cleats to the tracks. Hey. Hey, let him know, dog. Let him know. Okay. So. Where were we? Okay, we did the intro. It's the Wild West. Okay, bang, bang. Pew, pew. Told the story about how I got slapped because I told a bitch her pussy was used more than Google. Got it. Oh, let's talk about, let's talk about the Powerpuff Girls. While we're on cartoons, we were just talking about, the Rugrats and how badass the Rugrats be. Okay? With the orange VHS tape, we all know about the orange VHS tape. And if you don't, you shouldn't be in this stream because you're too damn young for what I'm going to say. Okay? So, let's talk about the Powerpuff Girls. The CW, the home of shows. I'm not going to say good shows. They have a couple. They have one of my favorites. But it's the home of shows. Shows nonetheless. And they were going to do a live action reboot of the Powerpuff Girls. But it's been canceled. So I had to look into why. Why did they cancel the live action Powerpuff Girls? It had to be because of woke stuff, right? Because everybody's scared to do woke stuff now because Bud Light. God, you know what I mean? Jesus Christ. Who knew redneck beer drinkers were going to be the ones to stop these companies from doing woke stuff? So I looked into it, and Buttercup. Okay, wait, what? Oh, fuck. Okay, so it's Blossom. Oh, God. I don't know my Powerpuff Girl. I know Mojo Jojo. And I know that mayor. I know his wife that never shows her face with the fucking hourglass figure and the red hair, boy. Okay, but anyway, so what the fuck are their names, dude? I know Buttercup is the one in the green. I know that. It's... What's good? What's good, Sam? We're talking about the CW is going to make a live-action Powerpuff Girls movie, and they canceled it, but I want to talk about why, and then I want to do our own cast for it. Okay, so I got to try to remember. So the green one is Buttercup. The blue one is Bubbles. Yeah. And then, what's the other one? Blossom. Okay, so the red bitch was going to be, she was going to be like super justice warrior-like, okay? And she was going to be non-binary. And then Buttercup was a bald lesbian chick, right? She was kind of hot, though, okay? And then the only one that was like regular female was Bubbles, and she's just a dumbass blonde, okay? The whole thing was she's a dumbass blonde. But let's say if we were going to make it here, in the studio of Hurricane of Thoughts, we were going to do a Powerpuff Girls movie, right? What would we cast? Let's start with the cool ones first. Mojo Jojo. Come on, dude. Who's the voice of Mojo Jojo? Because Mojo Jojo isn't going to be like a person. Because it'll have like a suit. It'll be like, maybe like with the fucking morph suit with the balls on them. With the balls all on your face. And they motion capture. Got it. So you got the motion capture suit. Who's playing Mojo Jojo? Mojo Jojo. Gifted a tier 1 sub. Hey, Jared with the gifted. Word up. Gifted shot. Let's go. Buttercup got to be Jenny Ortega. And of course it's Jack Black. Jack Black as Mojo Jojo. I mean, dude, I just watched School of Rock, guys. I finally did it after you guys yelled at me enough. I have finally watched the School of Rock, and nobody told me Miranda Cosgrove was in there being a little sassy-ass bitch. No wonder she got the role of Megan. Okay, so Buttercup is Jenny Ortega. Who's going to be the blonde girl? Who's going to be the blondie? And the mayor. The mayor's got to be Danny DeVito, right? No, maybe not Danny DeVito. The mayor, just a small little guy. Oh, girls, please help. Girls, help. Mojo Jojo's coming. How did you like the School of Rock, though? It was good, man. I was falling in and out of sleep, but it was good. I liked it. It was fire. It was fire. Jack Black's, he's goated. He's goated. Powerpuff Squirrels. Powerpuff Squirrels? Dude. Bro, Ariana Grande as Bubbles. Okay, so Ariana Grande as Bubbles. Okay? So we got AG as Bubbles. And Jenny Ortega as Buttercup. And then all that's left is Blossom. And then we got Jack Black as Mojojojo. Who's dude? We already know who's going to be the transgender devil lady. Little Nas X. 100%, dude. Little Nas X, we have a role for you, my friend. It's perfect for you. Yeah, dude. I mean, he basically does this in his show already. He did this already. Didn't he like lap dance on the devil and shit? He's halfway there. 100%. All right. How about Neil Patrick Harris as the professor? Oh my god, I forgot about the professor. Yo, low key, he's kind of a creep, right? Like, what a weirdo, dude. How do you accidentally create little girls in your basement? What the fuck, dude? Never mind, dude. I no longer endorse the Powerpuff Girls show, dude. What the fuck? A guy just accidentally made little girls in his basement with sugar and spice and everything nice in Chemical X. Dude, how do I remember all this shit? No, I'm out. I'm out on Powerpuff Girls. Out. Chalk me. Okay. Okay. What do we got next? What do we got next? So we could talk about... We want to talk about some chimps? I watched a documentary on Netflix called Chimp Empire. Now, I don't like normal nature animal documentaries because they're all pretty lame. Right? They're all just like trail cam video, and every once in a while you'll have like a 30-second fight of like a lion taking down something or a cheetah doing something. But like it's never anything close up. There's never anything to it. It's just videos, like YouTube videos with some guy with a fucking British accent narrating over it. And in the Sahara Desert. You know, just like maybe not even a British accent, just like a sultry voice. And the lions of the Sahara are the kings of the jungle. Like, first of all, what the fuck, dude? The lions of the Sahara? That doesn't even make sense. The only lion in the Sahara is fucking you. You're lying in the Sahara. Chalk you, huh? Spread the white stuff, especially with the clap cleats. That's gross, bro. That's gross. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That's gross. I don't even know what that means. Nah. Okay. Speaking of clap cleats, Mia Khalifa's about to be out of work for a while. I know she claims she retired, okay? And she claims I only worked for 8 months and it's ruined my life. And now she's just on an activist thing and she's like, bah, dude, my people abandoned me and people just want to take pictures, be like, I saw you get railed by a 10-incher. Okay, well, no matter what her job is now, she's going to be on leave for a little bit because she got hit in the tit with a hockey puck. She got hit in the tit with a hockey puck. Mia Khalifa got hit in the tit with a hockey puck, doing damage to the point where she's going to receive surgery. Bro, Wildest Wordsmith is sick? Yeah. I like it. Okay, so Mia Khalifa, no relation to Wiz Khalifa, who's a successful black man in America, not crying about the circumstances he was given or the choices he was made, but just thriving, winning, and being a model citizen and American. Okay? Shout out Wiz Khalifa. Pittsburgh 412, dog. Okay? But no, we're talking about Mia Khalifa, the exact opposite of that. Somebody who despises America, even though she's famous. It's not my fault you didn't get rich off of that because you're dumb, right? All these other hoes making, you know what I mean? See, the problem is you, before OnlyFans came around, you started crying about that you did porn, right? You were like, everybody knows me, but I only made like $80,000 or whatever. Woohoo! And then OnlyFans comes around, and now you can't go to OnlyFans, even though you tried, we know, because you already cried about it. Now nobody's going to pay because later on you're going to be like, oh my God, look at this list of names I printed of people that oppressed me by giving me money to see me naked. And then they posted it and shared it with their friends. Well, now you can post nudes of your fucking deflated hockey puck hitting tit. You know what I mean? Your tit done got smashed by a hockey puck 80 miles an hour. You know? Talk about Deflategate. You know what I mean? Where's Tom Brady at when you need him? I heard he's single. And I heard he likes things deflated. So, what's up? Power Couple 2023. Mia Khalifa, Tom Brady. Let's go, baby. We out here. Would you tap Mia Khalifa? What's up, Lemon Sky? What good, bro? Sorry, bro. I was on a rant. I couldn't look down. I was in the middle of it. You know what I mean? Bow, bow, bow. Talk about stupid ass Mia Khalifa getting hit in the tit with a hockey puck. Would I tap Mia Khalifa? That's a good question. Yeah, why not, dude? Fuck it, dude. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Literally, dude. Fuck it. Who cares, bro? You know what I mean? As long as she's, you know, free. You know? Like free of requiring medicine afterwards, if you know what I'm saying. You know, now I can't guarantee that, but if we did it for a company, shout out Braziers or Brazzers, whatever, what a porn company, shout out one of them. If it's official, we can get that on paper, dude. That's just clean. I would. Fuck it. Why not, dude? All right. So anyway, back to I never finished talking about Chimp Empire, dude. So Chimp Empire. I started watching and I was expecting to like turn it off after the first episode or like the first like half hour or whatever. So I'm watching it, but this is the coolest documentary about a specific group of animals I've ever seen in my life. For the simple fact that these chimps were discovered in 1993, and they're the largest group of chimps ever to be known. And researchers have been like in their face studying them since 1993. So in 2014, 15, whenever this guy started his journey, the chimps were already used to humans. So when he set out into the jungle with his film crew, like he can walk from me to this chair away from one and they don't freak out. And it's crazy because in the documentary you'll see the dude's right in the chimp's face and you'll see its eyes look over at it and then not care. And then 15 trees down the way, a little lemur will jump from one branch to another. And that motherfucker will stand up like Brock Lesnar and be like, because them motherfucking chimps love lemurs. And this fucking thing was so sick because they gave them names, because they've been studying them forever, so they know about them. They have a storyline to them, and they followed them for 3 years to make this documentary. They followed the alpha, his reign, a war with another group of chimps, how he got injured, how another younger guy in the group coming up was trying to take his spot, and then he died and shit, dude. The whole thing was crazy. So if you guys are interested in any of that, I suggest watching Chimp Empire. That shit is sick nasty. Shout out my boy Jackson. I'm sorry he had to go. And first of all, anything called dude, what a cool name. The Ngogo Chimps. And they have an empire. 126 chimp empire. Most chimp colonies are 15 to 26 chimps large. This empire's 120 plus strong. Unreal, bro. You guys don't care about chimps, man? You guys don't care about chimps, bro? So, like, it's crazy because, like, each camera person got attached a specific chimp. Okay? And the reason I know this is because I listened to a 3-hour podcast with the guy who made the documentary. Okay? So that he assigned each camera person their own chimp and they followed him around. So you literally had storylines for each chimp. It's like a legit TV show. It's like The Office. Well, it's not even like The Office. It's like other TV shows where, like, each character has their own little side story, and then there's the overall arching story of the whole community. The whole shit's sick, dude. It's good. I was reading something about chimps. What was you reading about chimps? But yeah, dude, the Ngogo chimps are fucking dope, bro. They're weird as hell, though. The female chimps, bro, like, not being, like, weird at all, dude. Like, the female chimps, though, weird ass. I mean, it's an efficient ass design, right? Like, their pussies are literally like cylinder fleshlights on the, like, for a tail. It's fucking weird, bro. It's weird. It's convenient as hell. They just, like, the one girl wanted to mate with the alpha, so she just walked up and put her little fleshlight ass right on him, and he just went, and it was over. Efficiency. These fucking chimps are efficient, bro. How they like to spread disease at an insane rate? I don't think they like to. I think it just happens because there's a lot of incest. They're in a jungle with crazy bacteria, funguses, things they probably shouldn't eat. Other monkeys and things that they eat and give them things. Like, chimps eat other, like, these chimps specifically, the Ngogo chimps, they hunt other monkeys and chimps and fuck them up and eat them. And it's like a status symbol. Like, they kill a monkey, like a lemur or some shit like that. They tear it apart, they give it to the alpha, and then the alpha gives meat to all the ones that he likes. And if he doesn't give it to you, that means either A, you're not high ranking enough, or B, you're a rival. Boom, boom, boom. Dude, fucking chimp life, dude. Dude, imagine how much more efficient chimp sex would be with clap cleats. Bro, dude, I'm just saying, dude, if you watch this documentary, it's not even, the chimps don't need it. We need the clap cleats to fuck like chimps, dude. Okay? There were so many things that these chimps were doing, bro. There was this little baby chimp that was swinging from the thing, and he was starting to get real horny, right? And he walked up to his own sister and started fucking skull fucking her, hanging from a tree. How do you get the leverage? He's hanging from the tree, somehow has enough strength in all of this to just skull fuck his sister while her head's on the fucking tree bark. Whole shit was wild, dude. And he's like, he wasn't even a year old yet. A 9-month-old chimp skull fucking his 17-year-old sister. Shit was wild. And what's good, Neil? We need clap cleats to fuck like chimps, dude. Okay, dude, if you want to fuck like a chimp and you want your girl to walk around the next day with a limp because you fucked her like a true pimp, use clap cleats. Because when you need to get, fuck, dude. Nothing rhymes good with footing, dude. Oh, dude, when you need good footing so you can make the sounds of whipping pudding. Neil, what's good, homie? Neil, by the way, tomorrow, me, Jim, John, Luke, maybe X, and maybe a couple other people. Basketball, if you're interested. All right. Now, where was I? Oh, I was talking about chimps. Okay, now, other than how awesome the documentary was from a story standpoint that no other animal documentary has ever had, okay? I noticed so many things between the chimps and humans that just like if you were, you know those tests where there's a bunch of things listed over here and a bunch of things listed over here and you just connect the dots? Like, that would happen between humans and chimps, right? So, like, I was just like, these are my random thoughts. Whether they're correct or incorrect, it doesn't matter. Studio and allegedly lame, right? So, I'm watching it, And a huge part of their society is grooming and picking through the hairs and pulling off stuff. And I can't help but like think about everybody's girlfriend loves picking pimples, and they love doing that shit, and they really care about their skin and they care about their hair, and that's very chimp-like. So it's weird. So it's like even after we've evolved so much, there's still that weird chimp instinct to pop pimples and care about your hair and the quality of your hair and your grooming and stuff for multiple reasons. And then the way that the chimps like cared about their territory in the sense of it was about resources. So this chimp empire that I'm talking about, the one that's biggest, they chose this specific spot because it had a large gathering of these trees that these specific trees produced the most fruit of any tree in the world. So the fact that they had this territory with all this fruit, they didn't need to hunt as much. They could hunt when they needed to and reserve themselves for war with the North, West, and East, right? So the fact that these other chimps had to start fighting them to encroach on their territory to try to get these trees, and it ended up getting multiple multiple high-ranking chimps murdered in the process. To get that all on video, like being like right next to it, like having the murder of an alpha chimp on camera and watching its last like lifeless breath leave its body and its hand stop moving. Like that's insane, dude. That's so crazy that these people were able to get so close. I'm like geeking out about chimps right now. Ooh, love fruit? Yeah, dude. But dude, it's the story. It's the thing about humans. Like we get more invested in something if it's a story. And like I said, a lot of these nature and animal documentaries are just trail cam footage or just a minute random footage that somebody got from their camcorder in the 2007. This is up close and personal with HD cameras where the chimps and the people were like probably like, you know, hanging out legitimately. It's very cool stuff, and they did a lot of cool things with super cool things with the camera shots. So there was this one shot where they played a trick on my brain, and afterwards I was like, oh, that's fire, dude. So they show this side view of this chimp walking through the brush, and it's like you can see the leaves hitting the chimp's face. And then the camera shifts to where the camera is getting hit in the face with leaves. So for a split second, you think you're the eyes of the chimp, which is impossible. You can't be the eyes of the chimp. They literally just went back with the camera and walked through that same brush with the camera and then just edited it together. But for a split second, they played a trick on my mind where I thought I was seeing from the chimp's point of view. It was pretty fucking cool. Surprised they weren't hurt? Well, some of them did get hurt, but that's part of the risk. That none of them got hurt from being attacked on purpose. See, one of the things that's really strange that I couldn't figure out about these chimps was the alpha, to assert his dominance. Like all he would do he would just start screaming, and he would run through the forest and start breaking shit. Like he would grab a tree branch and fucking break it off a tree. He'd start fucking throwing things. He would never attack anybody. He'd just go, ooh, 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 and just start flailing and smacking trees and breaking stuff. And like that was his way of reasserting dominance, so everybody knew he was still the alpha. And then that's weird. What a weird way. Like, I guess you could equate it to like people walking around being flashy, like I have my car, or like people just walking around like the Conor McGregor strut or whatever. Oh yeah. So like some people got hurt by like flying branches and stuff, and one of them got hurt when the Western Ngogo chimps tried to take over some of the territory because they found 3 of those trees I was talking about. and they found 3 of those trees and they wanted them, and they ended up starting a war over those trees, and somebody ended up getting hurt because, like, you're talking about, I think it was 8 on 12 male chimps full on fighting. And chimps don't just go at it like fucking idiots in the Revolutionary War. They don't just line up and go head to head. Like, they start trying to flank. It's like crazy, dude. So one of them runs up a tree while the other one goes, and then the one on the tree tries to jump on it. Like, it's coordinated, crazy fighting. It's one of the best nature documentaries I've ever seen. I recommend it. I guess so. Because the third in command who wanted to take his place tried to do that once. Tried to, like, when he saw that the alpha was hurt from the war, he, like, did the alpha dance. The fucking breaking of the trees, being like, woo, 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 and, like, tried to call people around. And then Jackson, the alpha, just came out and fucked him up. And then they had a truce. And then the third in command went and started picking fleas off of him or whatever. And there was truce. Why do you think it's called guerrilla tactics? Well, these are chimps. So, this is the other thing. Good thing you brought up gorillas. Everybody wants to talk about evolution and how it's, like, so crazy to think about. Chimps are our closest relative by DNA. We are 99% related, or 98 point something related to chimps. Okay? And in that moment, there was a moment in the documentary where I thought to myself, everything makes sense right now about evolution, about there being a missing link somewhere. Because there was one moment where one of the chimps he was more lanky, he was taller, he was one of the more agile chimps. He stood up because he heard something, and then they panned away from a distance, and the silhouette looked like he was just a buff-ass human standing there looking, right? The only thing that was weird was the back of the head was completely flat and the mouth went out like this, like Homer Simpson, right? That was the only thing that was weird. And then the very next scene, they show you the number 2 in command of Ngogo, and he's the biggest chimp they've ever recorded, and he's walking and he looks like a fucking gorilla. So in the same group of chimps, there's one that if he stands up from a distance, he looks like a human. And there's another one that looks exactly like a gorilla. So tell me that, like, you know what I mean? What's up? What's up? What's up? Gorilla ass getting clapped by Tarzan? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. All the girls gonna get that shit. Tarzan ain't no bitch. He's clapping those gorilla cheeks, boy. Clapping those gorilla cheeks, boy. Ooh, gifted something, Pendragon. No more ads for you. Okay, I think I've talked about chimps for at least 10 minutes, right? Chimps go crazy, though? Chimps do be going crazy, bro. They are an awesome species? Well, yeah, because they're super closely related to us. Like, the one chimp was using a fucking stick to get ants out of a hole. And then he didn't like that stick, so he went and grabbed another stick and then broke it so the bottom of it was more like a fork and started stabbing in there and pulling them out like it was a fork. He literally made a fork with a fucking stick. How many gorillas do you think the chimp tribe could take on? Well, that depends, man. It depends. If you're talking about the Ngogo Central chimps, the 120 plus strong chimps, okay, with 27 of them being adult, war-ready males, I think that those chimps, if they were the ones attacking, now I did notice in this documentary, big difference. Chimps, if they had stats, attack, through the roof, defense, not so good, okay? So if the chimps are the ones attacking the gorillas and the gorillas are caught off guard, I bet they could take out 8 gorillas. They could probably take out 8 gorillas, okay? Yeah, they could probably take out 8 gorillas. Now, if the gorillas were the ones attacking the chimps, and the chimps were caught off guard, it'd probably only take 4 or 5 gorillas, to be honest. Because the Ngogo chimps, because they're such a big tribe, see, the smaller western tribe only has 20 strong. They only have 8 males that are fight ready. And those 8 males are always within a rock throw distance of each other, so none of them get hurt and killed by themselves. Well, the other group, the big group, they have so many that they're always spread out. So if the gorillas just attacked, right, I think they could fuck them up like 1 by 1 style pretty easily. It might even only take 3 gorillas. Now, if you lined them up, if you had them in a cage, right, if you were doing Roman Colosseum style, like chimps on this side, gorillas on this side, and then they both just went towards the middle and fought, ooh, that's a good one. I'm gonna go to make it an even down the middle. Nobody knows who's gonna win. I'm gonna say the 26 Ngogo chimps, the 26 male Ngogo chimps to 9 gorillas. 26 to 9. Put it in a simulator. Let's see what's up. I want to see one about gorillas now. I think that gorillas are so chunky that chimps would have to go through the throat. Well, the thing that chimps have going for them that I think gorillas don't is that chimps' fingernails are like spears, bro. They're like spears. I never knew that. They're literally like talons. Like the one lady got so like the chimp was literally like just sitting there, and the lady literally got right up on the hand, and you just see the hand, and then there's these fucking giant, and they're black. Their fingernails are black, and they're so strong, and they're like, I don't know, probably about 2-3 inches wide. So they have like 5 2.5-inch blades on each hand. Ask ChatGPT. Good call. It's going to tell me it can't do that, though. All right, I'll try anyway. If a group of 27 Ngogo chimps got into a war with 8 gorillas, who would have the better chance of winning? If a group of determining of the outcome of a hypothetical conflict between different species animals can be challenging. It depends on various factors such as size, strength, intelligence, group dynamics, and environmental conditions. However, I can provide you with some of the general information about Ngogo chimps and gorillas that can help you understand their characteristics. The outcome would depend on including the size of the current. Yeah, it just tells me what they're good at. It's basically saying that the Ngogo chimps would have the speed, the size, and the teamwork, but the gorillas would have the defense and the overall brute strength. So it literally, who wins one-on-one, a gorilla, a chimp, or an orangutan? Who would win a one-on-one conflict between a chimp and an orangutan. Orangutan! Who would win a one-on-one conflict between a chimp and an orangutan? Come on, ChatGPT. I know you can do it. Oh, in a one-on-one conflict between chimpanzee and orangutan, it is difficult to determine the outcome. Both chimpanzees and orangutans are powerful primates with distinct physical features and characteristics and behaviors. Chimpanzees are known for their strength, agility, and aggression. They have more muscular bodies and are highly social animals, living in large groups with more complex hierarchies, and they have observed engaging in territorial disputes and conflict with other and within their social groups. On the other hand, orangutans are the largest tree-dwelling mammals and have incredible arm strength. They are genuinely more solitary and less aggressive compared to chimpanzees. Orangutans primarily spend their time in trees and are adapted for arboreal life, with long arms and powerful hands for swinging through the forest. Given these factors, it is plausible to speculate that the chimpanzee might and probably has a slightly advantage in a physical confrontation due to its aggression and potentially greater combat experience within a social group. However, orangutans possess considerable strength, and their long arms could provide an advantage in reach and grappling. Because if I know anything, it's orangutans know jujitsu. That last part was me. I think gorilla's thick skin would be bigger than a huge strength. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think gorillas one-on-one probably have the advantage overall over most things on the planet. Like, what animals do we think could beat a gorilla? Probably grizzly bear, probably, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go grizzly bear. Grizzly bear, I think, could fuck a gorilla up. Maybe an alligator? Or no, not an alligator. A crocodile? Like a Nile croc, maybe? What are we thinking, guys? Who do we think could take out a fucking gorilla in a one-on-one situation? Anaconda? Lion and tiger could probably kill one. Yeah, maybe, dude. See, the thing is every time I see a lion or a tiger video of them attacking something, they just latch on and they try to drag you down. Like, they don't really have very efficient kill shots. Like, to the idea of them getting onto a gorilla's neck to clinch it, to kill the gorilla, I just think the gorilla's arm strength would be enough to fucking start batting the cat away. You know what I mean? I don't know about... it might take more than one lion to take out a gorilla, to be honest. Especially if the gorilla had home territory and it could go up a tree. I don't know, dude. That'd be a fair fight. Dude, I think, dude, bear and crocodile are the only ones I can think of that would do really well. Because, like, if a crocodile could grab a hold of a gorilla's arm or leg and just start rolling it, I don't know, man. But then again, if you grab the gorilla's arm, he'd have his other arm to bop you on the snout. But then that would just clamp down on your arm even more and turn your arm into a shish kebab. Yeah, but the thing is the way gorillas are built, how would the lion get to the throat? Because lions don't absolutely 100%, like, they don't even regularly go for the throat. Like, they go for the throat after they have it on the ground. Like, lions are a ground and pound style animal. They don't lunge into the throat most times. They normally get you down and then adjust into grabbing the throat. So I just don't think a gorilla would be able to be manhandled by a lion enough for the lion to cinch a throat grab. Unless the lion jumped up behind the gorilla and grabbed it by the back of the neck, and then it bled to death or something. These are the questions we have to ask ourselves. Nathan with the no way a lion beats a gorilla. In a one-on-one, a lion would lose. I agree. Okay. Speaking of lions and lionesses, let's talk about Dolly Parton, guys. Come on, dude. Okay. She may be old, but she got the vibe, right? You know what I mean? If I was a blind guy, Dolly Parton would make me hard 24/7, dude. She is a vibe. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but Dolly Parton is a part of one of my childhood favorite Christmas movies, A Smoky Mountain Christmas. Now, could it have been I was just a young lad with no access to internet or cable, and all I had was VHS tapes, and Dolly Parton had the biggest tits I'd ever seen? Could that be it? Maybe. But also, it's a good story about some kids that have nothing to live for, that gather in the woods for a big tit Christmas. It's good shit, okay? But also, she's just a legend. She was promiscuous when it was frowned upon, while still making country bangers. Back in the day, conservatives, country listeners, okay, they were all about stay pure. Don't be promiscuous. Don't have big tits and show cleavage. And Dolly Parton did all of those things, but they still bought her music because slappers, right? So much slappers that Miley Cyrus, years later, decided to make one called Jolene. Bitch, you never even had a rival named Jolene. Why are you remaking that song? Okay? This is how goated Dolly Parton is. She made me not hate Miley Cyrus. What? I've always found Miley Cyrus very hot, but I've also found her very annoying and weird. Dolly Parton changed that. That's how powerful she is. But this is what makes her great. She recently got inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and she turned it down because she said, I never released a rock and roll album, so it's not fair that I get inducted. But in that same speech, she goes, but it's such an honor. I plan to release a rock album so I can accept this honor. Fast forward 1 month. This week, it has been announced Dolly Parton is releasing an album with Slipknot. Yes, Slipknot. I wanted to make sure I got that right. Dolly Parton is releasing a rock album with Slipknot, guys. And then she's going to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Big Tits Hall of Fame, the Christmas Movie Hall of Fame, the Country Music Hall of Fame, and then the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And she has an amusement park. Can you get any more goated than Dolly Parton? Are we fucking serious right now? Goat. Bah. Bah. In my mind, I have a pin of goats. And right now, the ones that are sitting in there are Tom Brady holding Mia Khalifa's deflated tit, callback legend, and Lil Wayne and Dolly Parton. Those are the only goats I got in my pen. What about you guys? Look it up, bro. Facts. Actually, I'll look it up for you. You ain't got to. Dolly Parton, Slipknot. Dolly Parton, let's go! Let's go! Walt Disney is more than Dolly Parton, though she played in some Disney movies, so huh? Dude, Dude, nah fucking way, bro. Nah way, dude. First of all, Walt Disney employed Nazis. End of story. Put dicks in little girls' movies. End of story. Did Dolly Parton do any of that? No, she didn't. All she did was give men some big tits to look at while singing good music to their girlfriends. You know, that's goated. She did everything Walt Disney did without hiring Nazis and putting dicks in front of little girls. Fucking goated. Don't ever come at me. Don't ever come at me with that bullshit about Walt Disney, bruh. Fuck out of my face. Now the question is, who is less relevant, Dolly Parton or Slipknot? Well, that's a good question. I would say they're both equally relevant and irrelevant, because this is how they've both been in the news recently. Dolly Parton's been in the news recently because of turning down the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Also, she donated a lot of money during the pandemic to first aid workers and stuff like that. And then also, she went viral for, at one of her concerts recently, she sold shirts that say, I Heart DP, standing for Dolly Parton, but obviously everybody with a dirty mind thinks double penetration. Okay? So that's why she's been in the news. And Slipknot's been in the news recently because they've been in a beef with Machine Gun Kelly, because Machine Gun Kelly jumped on their tour and started talking shit about bands that use face paint. And then the fans at the thing booed Machine Gun Kelly off stage, and then Slipknot went out and started talking shit. And that's why Dolly Parton's more relevant right now. Slipknot's fading. Figured it out. She played the best whore in Texas. Why wouldn't she? She's not going to play the third best whore in Texas. Are you fucking stupid? If Dolly Parton does anything, she's going to be number one. She's going to be the best. Whether it's country music star, Christmas movie star, fake tit star, doesn't matter. So if she's going to be a whore in Texas, you best believe she's going to be the best. Come on, bro. Dolly Parton. You got to say it twice. MGK is a bitch, though. Was she the bitch that Neil Patrick Harris branded? Wait, are you talking about Harold and Kumar? I'm confused. I'm confused. I've never seen The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. Never seen that. Hannah! No more ads for Hannah. I was talking about Harold and Kumar. Fuck yeah, dude. Harold and Kumar, dude. Dude, Harold and Kumar is awesome, bro. Okay. I think I've said everything I need to say about Dolly Parton. I'll get a good clip out of that somehow. So we got choices, my boys, my people, my babies, my homies, hurricane homies. We got options. For sure, dude. All three of them are way better than they deserve to be at all. Like, them being as good as they are made way for a lot of movies that were bad that ruined comedy movies. Let me explain. The Harold and Kumars and the Hangovers were good. They had no right to be as good as they were, but they were so good. And those movies made people think that they could make those movies. And then all those movies flopped, didn't do well, and when the sales of DVDs, because of streaming, went down, there was no reason to make those movies anymore, so now nobody does. That sucks, man, because those movies are good. In my opinion, it goes, fuck, dude. Movies that have a story that shouldn't be good, right? Like the Hangover story is three dudes get drugged by their homie in Vegas. That should not be as good as it is. Harold and Kumar, two potheads trying to get to White Castle. Should not be good. It's great. Whose name? Oh, Due Date? Due Date had good moments. Due Date was okay. Due Date, I think Due Date seemed better than it was because everybody loved Zach Galifianakis from The Hangover, and everybody loved Robert Downey Jr. from Iron Man, and to see Robert Downey Jr. in a comedy role was awesome. So I think Due Date gets a little bit more credit than it deserves just based on casting. Now movies like Cop Out, that had great moments. But yeah, dude. I figured it out, Jer. That's why I didn't bring it up again because I didn't want to stall the momentum. I appreciate you answering though. All right, dude. I'm starting to get the hang of this going back in chat when I don't understand something and just moving on. Getting better, chat. Okay. He literally drank his dad, though. Yeah. Oh, what about the Euro trip in the road trip series? What do you guys think about those? Are we in or are we out on those? In, out. In, out. Are we in or out on those? And I'll just throw you guys a little bit of tidbit. Recently, geneticists have discovered and officially proved that butterflies evolved from moths 10 million years ago. So moths were the only things that were around like 10 million years ago. And then they decided that they didn't need to be at night anymore because there wasn't so many daytime predators in North America. If it wasn't for North America, there would be no butterflies. If there's any proof that you need that North America is better than the rest of the world, it's that the conditions in America were good enough that moths could turn into beautiful butterflies. Everywhere else in the world, for millions and millions and millions and millions of years, moths just were moths. Because ugly, darkness, ugly, right? And then North America, beautiful. The national parks, Hawaii, everything we have, rivers, mountains, beautifulness. Fucking Lainey Wilson, shout out my video I posted today, okay? In North America is the only place that moths 10 million years ago felt safe enough that they could come out during the day and be beautiful. And it only makes sense because moths are dull and dark and ugly because they're at night, so they need to blend in. They can't have vibrant colors. Butterflies in North America, when they're in fields of flowers and stuff, they need to be bright colored and beautiful to blend in. And that's because it's North America, baby. Keyword America. Land of the free. Sorta, kinda, if you don't believe in, if you don't, you know, if you're not smart. Moths are beautiful. Shut your mouth. All the old student. Okay, hold on. Let me go back. Sex drive. Rumspringa. We love butterfly gardens. Moths are beautiful. Shut your mouth. Moths are adorable. Have you ever seen their pretty little faces? Dang. Well, I know that. Wasn't it a moth? What? Wait. Well, I mean, I know moths are powerful. I mean, they almost beat Godzilla, for Christ's sake. I know moths be fucking, you know what I mean? They be moths out here, dude. If moths evolved 10 million years ago in the butterfly, there's no reason that 10 million years later they can't evolve into a giant moth to fight a Godzilla. That's just facts. So, some are really elegant, like the Luna moth. Oh, I'm just trying to be funny. But I actually think moths are dope. Because I think it's very interesting the fact that moths came first. The fact that a nighttime creature, like most things live off the sun. That's what we're taught in school. So the fact that moths came before butterflies and not vice versa, Because in my head, if it would have went one way or the other, butterflies would have existed, and then conditions would have been so predarized that could only come out at night, and they would have turned into moths. The fact that moths were first is absolutely super fucking dope to me. Now back to the funny stuff. Get fucked, Mothra. You got beat by a giant Japanese reptar, and there ain't no little kids named Chucky Finster kicking your ass. Ooh, me too. The moth you posted? Then they evolved into Mothmen and started eating bridges? Oh no! Bridge eating Mothmen? Oh god. I've never even seen bridge eating Mothmen. I've only ever seen one Godzilla movie, to be honest with you. I always thought it was dumb. I always thought it was dumb. Dude. Okay, so what's going on? My points, redeem my highlight. My points! Wait, what did you use your points on, Jer? Oh, I don't understand. What happened? Oh, image AI. I want to see a butterfly field with a butterfly the size of a dragon. Got it. I'm literally copying pasting what you said. Copy pasting what you said, sir. All right. Slater Moon. Oh shit! Well, I appreciate the lurk, man. I didn't even know, dog. All right, Jer. I copied and pasted what you said. This is what it gave me. Don't yell at me. Da, 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 da. All right. Oh, Slater Moon with the lurk. Hey, with the lurk. Oh, damn. It didn't show up in the thing. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, God. That's sick as hell. Sick as hell. Why does it not do what I want it to do? Oh my god, dude, I'm trying to get... Alright, never mind. I don't care. I can't figure it out, dude. Oh, I tried. I was going to give them a sub. Fuck it. All right, these are the moments I wish I still had a co-host. All right. All right. All right, let's get back on track. All right. So I've got something to say about... I've been trying to avoid politics for a while now. We all know this. We all know that I talked about politics for like a year and a half. I said every joke I could possibly think of about the people that I didn't like the most and the topics that they were talking about. And I just got sick of it. I was tired of talking about trans. I was tired of talking about Trump. I was tired of talking about Dems. I was tired of talking about all of it, right? But they reeled me back in. So I gotta talk about this. Because this one hits close to home. This one hits right here in my Eddie Guerrero. Okay? Joe Biden wants to ban chocolate milk in schools. Now, the weird thing to me is they're banning chocolate milk in schools because of the obesity. But they're also saying obesity is okay. So you can't have chocolate milk because it's not okay to be obese. But if you are obese, that's okay, and you're beautiful, and we love you. You're powerful, you're brave. But don't drink chocolate milk in school, because if you get obese, well, we don't want you to be obese. But if you are, we don't want you to feel bad. So, okay? And in the same week that happens, I find out that Michelle Obama, who when I was in school is directly responsible for my life going to shit because I could only eat at school because I was so poor, and my meal literally shrunk in half the year that she became First Lady. Thank you, bitch. Okay? And then I find out that the year that Joe Biden's administration is going to ban chocolate milk because of obesity, even though obesity is perfectly okay and it's healthy, she's making a juice for schools. She's making a health juice for schools to replace milk. Is that a coincidence? Oh, weird. Her husband chose Joe Biden as her vice president, and it just so happens that Joe Biden becomes president. And then he's going to ban chocolate milk from schools, which was her rhetoric. At the exact time that she drops a juice for schools. And then here's the fucking kicker, chat. The juice doesn't even live up to the standards that she spoke of. An independent study on her juice turns out it's not even that healthy. It's just as bad as the chocolate milk. So it's literally just a money grab, because guess what? Public schools are publicly funded just like the government. And if there's anything these fuckers know how to do, it's steal public funds. Fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah. This may not have anything to do with anything, but I just want to say that the first moment I started understanding politics at all was when I was in middle school, which was when Barack Obama got elected president, which was Joe Biden was vice president. So Joe Biden has been in the one of the top 2 spots in this country for all but 4 years of my adult life, so to speak. And it just so happens that the 4 years he wasn't there were the best 4 years of my life. Now, I'm not saying that that's directly correlated, but it is weird, is it not? Is it not that it just so happens that my entire adult life, from middle school, like my last year of middle school, when I first started understanding how to vote, and Democrats and Republicans and electoral colleges and stuff, I'm a couple years away from being able to start voting. From that moment, Barack Obama was elected and Joe Biden was in the White House in the number 2 position. And ever since that moment till now, he's been in that position or even higher for all but 4 years. And it just so happened that those 4 years were the best years. That's weird. I'm not even saying Trump's a good guy. I'm saying maybe Joe Biden's a bad guy. Or maybe I'm saying Trump's the fucking GOAT. Do I need to add another GOAT to my pin? Should it be Dolly Parton, Lil Wayne, Tom Brady, and Donald Trump? I don't know. But I don't want to make him a GOAT. I want to make him a fucking a deer that I shoot in the head and I put his rack up on my wall. That's what I want to do. But also, it's weird that 4 years that he was in there was the best 4 years. Weird stuff, Joe Biden. Can you explain, please? Check out the poll. What poll? There's no poll. Oh shit, you gifted a tier 1 sub. Nice. Alright. Well, cheers up, dude. Tier 1 Subaruski. Jared, I don't see a poll anywhere, buddy. I'm sorry. I see the gifted. I see no poll. Oh, current poll. Okay, I see it now. Chocolate. It didn't pop up on my phone. That's so weird. Is it over? Oh, I can vote. Okay, bet. Nice. Okay, bet. All right, good poll, Jared. Good poll. That's a good one. Dude, let's be honest, though, dude. Like, I remember when I was in high school, right? Okay? So I told you Barack Obama got elected my 8th grade year, okay? So 7th grade, there I am. Well, actually 8th grade, because he got elected that year. Okay, so it's 8th grade middle school. I go to lunch. And I remember this, every Tuesday was Philly cheesesteak day in the gourmet line. And I would go to that line, and I'd get the Philly cheesesteak, and it was on a hoagie roll. And it had 2 layers of meat with a cheese, and then you could add toppings like lettuce and tomato and banana peppers, and then they had sauces over there. And it came with a side, and you got a little chocolate milk, and it was good stuff. And then Barack Obama gets elected, and he puts his stupid Michael Obama, if you believe the conspiracies, Michelle Obama in charge of schoolhood obesity, okay? Which I don't know why Lizzo likes Obama after all that shit, but whatever, okay? So Obama gives his wife the school shit, and I go to school freshman year, 1 year later, I go in on Tuesday, I see the sign, it says Philly cheesesteak. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, I'm gonna have a Philly cheesesteak like the old days, man. I get in line, they hand me my tray. It's one steakum on a hot dog bun with a piece of American cheese. I could have freaked the fuck out. If Michelle Obama would have been in my cafeteria, I'd be in jail right now for a hate crime. They would have thrown the book at me. I would have put that bitch in a trash can, I would have flipped it over, and I would have kicked it until my shin blew up. Like, unfucking believable, dude. And guess what, bitch? I'm still fat. Flip it. Who the fuck voted strawberry? Dude, I have no idea who voted strawberry, bro. I bet it was Neil, bro. I bet Neil voted for strawberry. Dude, Michelle Obama, dude. I don't know, dude. Maybe it's just iFunny and the right-wing lunatics that hate black people and presidents that are Democrat, and they especially hate Obama for those reasons. I don't know if it's just that, but, like, they are really convincing me that Michelle Obama used to be a dude. Like, what the fuck, bro? Have you guys seen the picture of Michelle Obama's back versus Mike Tyson's back? Have you seen the picture of Barack Obama with his hand around a military person who has the exact same face as Michelle Obama? Have you seen the possibly real voter registration from Michael Obama before she married Barack. I don't know if any of it's real, but goddamn, I hope it is, because I want that bitch to go down. I'm still upset about the Philly cheesesteaks, ho! Are you serious? I was homeless. I was living on a booth at a truck stop, working for minimum wage for Indians that didn't know how to reprimand me because they didn't even speak English, okay? I was in a tough spot. I depended on school lunches, and I just wanted a good Philly cheesesteak. You gave me a steak with American fucking cheese on a hot dog bun. On a hot dog bun. That's elitism as its finest. It's because in Michelle Obama or Michael Obama's world, they has no idea what possibly world could happen where a child depends on that school lunch. That they're not just getting fat off of school lunch. You know what's crazy is that every time something happens, the Democrats say school has to open because millions of children depend on school lunches. But that's the first thing she attacked, so you clearly really hate the poor. Which is wild, because all you do is say that you care about the poor. She's gonna need a doctor in Philly named Cheesesteak after I'm done fucking... Ooh, I almost said something crazy. Dude, she really makes me mad. I want to chop her in the throat like Hong Kong Phooey, dude. I just want to walk up to Michelle Obama and fucking poof, right in her fucking Adam's apple, that stupid bitch. And isn't it a coincidence that the moment Obama takes office, transgender is the only thing the news can talk about? Is it because he wants to normalize the fact that later down the road we're going to realize that he's married to a man and he wants to be normal by that point? Oh, could that be the case? I don't know, but I find he's converting me. Right-wing power activated. Guys, he almost took over again. The last time right-wing power took over, I said the craziest shit I've ever said on this podcast. It's a good thing I shut that down right now, because a black first lady was about to get these words. The wildest wordsmith in the East, okay? Because they don't even want me out West. Because out West is so woke. It's woke in the West, okay? Why am I doing the Donald Trump finger thing? I don't know. Okay? But what I can tell you is this podcast is the best. Okay? It's the best. Oh my god, Hong Kong Fu is fucking god tier? Hell yeah, dude. We out here doing references, bro. Hong Kong Phooey was god tier. Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. All right. So now that I'm done with politics for now. Let's move on to the next page. Let's actually, it might get a little political here. I'm not sure. Okay? It's about to get real political again. I know I said I wanted to move on. But they've done something that's unacceptable. The woke mob apparently has made culture so toxic, talking about anything gender related, that an iconic institution, a profound product, okay, a childhood staple, the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile is no more. Moment of silence. They've done away with the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile, not in practice, because the Wienermobile will technically still drive around the country handing out hot dogs to unsuspecting Instagram people. People that are like, oh my god, hot dog, Wienermobile, okay? But apparently, the hashtag Wienermobile is a problem. So they are changing the name that has been around since 1936. The Wienermobile existed before nukes in World War I. Did you know that, chat? Did you know that the Wiener Meal, the Wiener Meal, yeah, ho, you want this Wiener Meal? Clap cleats. The Wienermobile was before World War I. Nukes didn't even exist and the Wienermobile was a thing. But it's now not going to be called the Wienermobile any longer. It will be known as the Frankmobile, which personally pisses me the fuck off. Because I don't know a single person who calls a hot dog a Frank. Okay? The only people that call hot dog Franks are people that at baseball games. Let me get a ballpark Frank, dude. Let me get a relish and chili and a home run on the side. You know, like that's the only time you call it a Frank. It's a wiener. We call it hot dogs, or let me get a wiener, dog. It's the Wienermobile. It will always be the Wienermobile. And you gender fucking dorks, get over it. It's a wiener. All right. It seems that I've brought up politics and everybody left. So, we will move on from politics to something fun. Let's talk about missing koi fish. No more politics. If you left because of the political banter, I don't blame you. I hate it also. But we're back to fun stuff, like missing koi fish. And if you had to guess how many koi fish are missing, is it 2 koi fish? That's not newsworthy. Is it 20 koi fish? That doesn't make hurricane of thoughts. It's at 50 koi fish. Never. Is it double 50 koi fish? You bet your fucking sweet, saucy cheeks it's double 50 koi fish. Over 100 koi fish are missing in a Maryland community. And I'm just telling you what the article says. The community suspects theft. Oh God! They suspect theft. Theft of koi fish? Who could be the culprit? Could it be cats? Could it be rats? Could it be some homeless guy saying drats? Right? Could it be Guardians of the Galaxy Drax? I don't know. I'm just spitting facts. Okay? The motherfucker's missing 100 koi fish. Okay? Well, the community. First of all, what community has 100 koi fish? Let's take poll right now. How many people do you know in your community that have koi fish? And we're talking multiple communities in the chat right now. I bet you can't even get to 10. What community in Maryland? You know, Maryland, the place that Baltimore exists. Aaron earned an iron earn. Earn. We're talking about that place, okay? A community has 100 koi fish. All come up missing. Is there a black market for koi fish? Or is it that there's a super sneaky cat that just really enjoys koi fish that dumb fucking suburbanites leave in a pond in their backyard? Do you know bobcats exist? Listen, I know Bob is a friendly name, and everybody's like, hey, Bob, come over to the barbecue, have a Bud Light with me. Oh, I'm just joking. We got a Corona over here, because I'd rather deal with the Chinese than the fucking transgenders. That's a high-level joke. Wuhan! Okay, but what I'm saying is, I don't know how you can tell if a fish is being coy or not, Well, by golly, you've done it. You done did hit me with the pun of the day. Well, by golly, geez, you're a fucking 6'8" pun machine. That koi fish was being coy with me. I have no idea how you tell if a fish is being coy. I'm not aware. And I don't know how to tell if a cat is a fish or if a fish is a cat. And I don't know how to tell if a fish is a carpenter. And I also don't know how to tell if a fish has blue gills. I also don't know if a fish knows how to use a sword, right? I guess 100 fish up and disappearing is pretty coy. That's true, bro. But seriously, though, the reason I brought this story up is because I was genuinely wondering, like, I'm not a fish guy. Is there a black market for koi fish? Do we think this is, like, human theft? Like, is there a fucking person who, like a PETA-loving fucking a weirdo? Like, some guy who, like, his screensaver on his phone says protect animals at all costs. Or whatever, right? Is that guy going out and catching these koi fish and then releasing it into the ocean, which is killing them because they're not even saltwater fish? Or is it a cat? Like, why would you steal 100 koi fish? See, the whole thing is over 100 koi fish makes it interesting. If it's anything less than 100 koi fish, it's not interesting. 10 koi fish going missing is just a raccoon or a neighborhood cat. 100 koi fish in 2 months? That's one hungry ass cat. It has to be a pack of cats, a bobcat, a mountain lion, or some fucking guy who knows rich people that want to buy koi fish off the black market. It is rather cod. What do fish have to do with Call of Duty? Well, seriously, bro. What do fish have to do with condoms on dicks? Hey. What do fish have to do with that? What do fish have to do with Kanye West being gay? He's a gay fish. They have no coitus, so how did they have so many? They're expensive? Alright. Let me look up koi fish for sale. I mean, I could buy koi fish for like... Oh, okay. So it's like $70 per fish. I mean, that's $7,000. If you steal 100 koi fish at $70 a fish, yeah, that's not bad, bro. That's like selling dime bags. It's not bad. If you don't know, you know what I mean? Oh, dude, I bet you it's like some janitor or just some guy who works somewhere where people want to come in and buy a real fish, but it's too expensive. And then on their way out the door, he goes, hey, here's my number. Hit me up. And then he sells them a koi fish. Okay. Now that we've figured out that it's probably black market scheming, the second funny part about this entire article is the fact that it's a small town in Maryland where people probably say earn instead of Aaron earned and iron earn, right? The news article said they suspected theft, which means they thought there was a possibility that these koi fish just disappeared on their own. And that's pretty cool, dude. Because my dad's from Maryland. And I need an explanation for where some of my dumb ideas come from. Because I'm pretty fucking smart. But every once in a while I have a real dumb thought. And I need to figure out where that comes from. And it must be my Maryland roots. So thank you. Because everything I know about anything named Maryland, Maryland the state or Marilyn Monroe, all stupid. All dumb. The really expensive ones involved in the Gyarados? Big facts, bro. Big facts, bro. Which reminds me, we're going to have to figure this out. We have to figure this out. Not right now, but eventually we got to figure out this list, this 32 list. We left too many good ones off. It's not complete. We're going to have to figure it out, but not right now. Okay, let's talk about some auctions. Do you guys like auctions? Do you like auctions? I've actually recently thought about this, and I kind of want to go to an auction because it seems kind of exhilarating, because it's not like gambling. In gambling, you're risking money at the option of no reward, right? But in auction, the risk is, are you underpaying, paying normal price, or overpaying? So I want to go to an auction super bad. But unfortunately, I'm kind of a fucking dork nerd with no money. So I would only want to go to like a Pokemon auction or like a regular auction and hope that there's Pokemon stuff there that other people don't want. Or like just some weird shit that I'd be into. But I really do kind of want to go to an auction super bad. But speaking of auctions, Albert Einstein's original letter. We all know Albert Einstein. You know what, dude? Fuck it, dude. I truly don't care about anything anymore. So, fuck it, dude. Shout out Albert Einstein and the girl of my dreams from high school that wanted to comb his hair in the yearbook. Figure it out. If you figure it out, I'll gift... If somebody figures it out, I'll give 25 right now. I swear to God I will. If anybody figures out who the fuck I'm talking about, the girl who wanted to comb Albert Einstein's hair in our graduating yearbook, who I loved for all of high school, okay? Which was dumb on my part, okay? Dumb, okay? But Albert Einstein, in his original letter, where he was describing to one of his colleagues that he discovered E equals MC squared, just sold at auction for $1.2 million. Now, the reason why I find this interesting is because everybody's first thought is, oh my God, $1.2 million, that's a lot for a letter that just says the equation equals MC squared. But to me, my first thought was, that just goes to prove how much people don't care about knowledge. Because recently a Pokemon card sold for $10 million, almost 10 times the amount of this item, this E equals MC squared, which changed everything in the eyes of Albert Einstein. But then also, something else recently sold for $30 million, which is the complete intact version of the Bible that they found in Turkey that is thousands of years old. It's the oldest intact version of the original Bible that they found. It just sold for $30 million. So people care 30 times more about a made-up story from that long ago than actual information that led to countless breakthroughs in the world of science. And that, my friends, is where we are. Screwed. It was Mia Khalifa? Dude, if Mia Khalifa was at auction, she could fetch a pretty penny. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'd give up a couple Pokemon cards for her, to be honest. I might even trade, alright, this might be blasphemy, chat, but I might trade a Caterpie for a night with Mia Khalifa. Could I possibly do it? A shadowless base set? Caterpie? For a night with Mia Khalifa? Dun 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 dun! Who wants to touch those deflated fat tits? Tom Brady! Alright. Bet. Alright. But yeah, dude, I think it's crazy. Like, isn't that wild? That, like, a letter that you wrote. Like, we all wrote stuff in high school, right? Like, there's things that Thomas Jefferson and Benjamin Franklin and all those guys wrote when they were younger. And they were, like, trying to graduate college or schooling and all that stuff. And some of those things go for millions of dollars. Imagine getting to the point in your life where you're so renowned, infamous, famous, revered, loved, whatever, that something you wrote in high school, before any of that mattered, sells for millions of dollars. I can only hope, bro. I can only hope that a clip of this gets turned into an NFT when they get the crypto situation figured out. And someday, my kids, if I ever have them, I'm looking, ladies, could get rich off of something that I do. Even if I don't. Like, that's the thing. Like, a lot of people say, like, dude, doesn't it suck that a lot of these famous people from the past got famous after they were dead? I would agree. Yes. But also, we know their names. We all know Nostradamus. We all know Socrates. We all know a lot of these people that were dead before they were famous. And if I'm being honest, I would rather have that life than being famous and not remembered afterwards. How many people have been famous over the last 300 years that we don't know? Hundreds of them. But nobody knows about any of them because they didn't do anything that's rememberable for a lifetime. Bro, I know what it was. What was it? Who was it? Auction just ain't been the same since 1808. You feel me? Hey, yo! Is 1808 the Louisiana Purchase? Oh, dude, you're crazy for that, dude. Wait. Who did you say? Oh, no, bro. No. I did not. That's not who it is. Ha! Dude, I'm actually low-key glad you got it wrong. Fuck yeah, dude. Alright. Dude, I was hoping, Neil, I really wanted 1808 to be the Louisiana Purchase, bro. But nah, you was talking about slavery and shit, bro. You can't trade slaves no more. Dude, you belong on iFunny. 100%, bro. You belong there. I gave my guess. Did you know what's crazy? Is like, Never mind. Fuck you. You almost made me say something crazy. Not crazy. You almost made me say something I don't want to say. Fuck you. Okay. Where are we at? All right. Let's get into it. iFunny doesn't deserve me. That's fair enough, dude. I don't participate in iFunny, even though, like, all right. So I'm conflicted. I know in my heart that there's certain clips from this show that if I posted them on iFunny regularly, I could get at least 30 to 40 more viewers every week. The problem is all 30 to 40 of those viewers would be racist, sexist, homophobic assholes. So what do I want? Do I want more viewers or do I want real fans? I might start posting on iFunny chat. Okay, but anyway. Dude, I wish, bro. Dude, low-key, I wish it was easier to get guests. It's just I don't feel comfortable having random people over my house, especially because, like, I'm in the middle of, like, construction and packing and trying to move and stuff. It's just, I wish, like, I wish my co-host gave a fuck and was here, even when he's not here. Fair enough, dude. I'll start doing it, bro. They'd love this. See, the thing is like, here's my thing. When I go into iFunny, I find it all funny. I find everything funny because I don't think of it as real. And then I go into the comments and like 35 to 55% of the people really do seem like, I don't know if they're expert trolls or if they really are the most racist, sexist, misogynistic people on the planet. Okay? But I know for a fact certain clips from this would totally get me like going somewhere on iFunny. And people would come check this out. I'm gonna do it. And you know what? If they do come in here talking about like that real stuff where they're like, black people just need to go away, they're ruining everything, I'll argue with them too. Because I'd rather gain the person than lose them again for my beliefs than never have gained them at all. Fuck yeah! Took an old saying and made it towards followers. Who needs love? iFunny. Oh, dude, you know what's crazy is I actually don't want to talk about this, but like, I want to talk about this. Like, I truly believe that they had to let it get good to make it bad again. And let me explain. Objectively, this was my childhood. Objectively, the family that I was staying with, other than my father, was racist. The school that I went to had a lot of racists. I lived in a rural area with a lot of hillbillies and non-critical thinkers. And still, with all that being said, at my high school, in that area, a rural area, with a graduating class of 110 maybe, and we were a high class, the racists and the people that openly hated anything that wasn't white were looked down upon. Our favorite people growing up were Will Smith, LeBron James, Cat Williams, Kevin Hart, Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, all these people. Like, I can't even name that many white people that aren't Marvel characters that gave that much influence in my childhood. In my racist school, the racists were looked down upon. I remember an incident where a student got into an altercation with a teacher saying that there's no such thing as a black Christian because God doesn't love blacks. That's a real story. And guess what? In a classroom full of 25 students, including the teacher, everybody looked at this kid like he was a fucking idiot retard that needed to be beaten to a pulp. You need that to happen for the indoctrination of what's to come. You need that to happen for people like me to get upset when all you do is blast me in the face with white people are evil. Everything's racist. Everything's racist. I grew up in a progressive time. So to tell me that that's not, my default is to be like, no, you're wrong. But then they can use that against me to say I'm racist. But now imagine the middle schoolers now, the poor white kids in rural areas that are throwing hay after school, doing farm work, not having a future. Their parents don't even have a place to stay. They're worried about rent every month. They're living off of oodles and noodles. I've lived that life. Don't tell me it doesn't exist. Okay? Those people now, without the idolization of all these black people, have been doing nothing but being told that they're evil and they're holding those people down. And all it's done is make them angry. So yes, I truly believe that most of the racists I see are above the age of 45 and below the age of 18. Everything I see on social media is young white kids that have nothing, that are being told they're more privileged than everybody on the fucking planet, and they feel like they have nothing. It radicalizes them. The same way we say that people in the Middle East are radicalized by what we do, white poor people are being radicalized by what the media does. I'm not saying that the media is not wrong on certain things they say. There's a perfect example going on right now in Michigan. A black community is being terrorized by toxins from a paper mill. And if that was a suburban white community, that would not happen. So yes, I do agree that systemic and bullshit is happening, but we're talking about government officials. We're not talking about every day-to-day street people, right? But these kids that are living in rural areas that only meet 50 people in their fucking life until they're 18, 20 years old, and all of their experiences about life are on social media, they're angry. They feel like they're being fucked. They feel like they're being oppressed the same way black people feel like they're being oppressed. Now everybody feels like they're being oppressed and nobody's mad at the government, which is what they exactly want. And I'm not a white sympathizer. No, I know we have it better. I know in certain instances we definitely have it better. But to act like these young kids that have no life experience, do we forget that white kids have no life experiences? These white kids are growing up poor, being told they're evil because LeBron James is oppressed. Do you not understand how that can make them mad? That shit doesn't make any sense to me. I agree, Jer. Like, the fact that everybody believes they're entitled to. I don't believe I'm entitled to. I don't believe I'm entitled to anything. I have to work for it. You know what I mean? But the fact is like, there's one group that believes they're entitled to everything because of their skin color and things that their ancestors went through. And there's another group who feels like what their ancestors worked for is being ripped away for something they didn't do. And both of those statements are wrong and correct to a degree. The fact that everything is so one way or the other is what's wrong right now. And fuck, I just got too emotional about that. God damn it. I genuinely got upset the other day when I was listening to the information about this paper mill in Michigan. Because as you can tell, I truly believe in the progress that this country has made. I don't believe we're anywhere near the finish line. You don't have to be at the finish line to be in the lead. You've all seen races of every kind. And I'm not talking about skin races. I'm talking about NASCAR, cross country, track. I'm talking about those. Okay? We've all seen races of every kind. People can be in the lead halfway through. That doesn't mean the outcome is set. Right? So, I actually don't know what I just meant by that. That sounded crazy. I'm actually mad that I just said that. Where the fuck was I going with this? Let's talk about Fast and the Furious. Dude, you know what I've noticed? Every time I talk about politics, the viewers go down. So I'm done. No more politics on the channel. Let's talk about Fast and the Furious. Are we fans of the Fast and Furious series? Yay or nay, chat? Yay or nay? Fast and Furious series. We good on it? We like it? We hate it? Jeremy, look at that after the pod. I wonder, I have no idea what you would have clipped out of that. Oh, you probably clipped me saying I'm not talking about politics anymore. Got it. Okay. Got an emotion for you, Josh. It's called Horny the Answer Has to Be Clap Cleats. All right, Jared. Let me talk about Fast and the Furious, then we'll play your game about the answer has to be clap cleats. Get your question ready, and I will play 6 degrees to clap cleats. No matter what question you ask, the answer, I only have six times to try to get the clap cleats. Okay. Give me a couple minutes. I want to talk about Fast and the Furious real quick. So, everybody thought Fast and the Furious was coming to an end because it's Fast X. Vin Diesel on the internet has been saying that it's the last installment of the Fast and Furious movies. It's all over, right? Well, what do you guys think about this? The fact that Fast X, which would be 10 movies, chat, plus Hobbs and Shaw, which makes 11 movies. And I just found out that Vin Diesel says that Fast and Furious X is part 1 of 3. Fucking Christ, man. You can't just make it the last movie. You have to make it a 3-part movie. So not only are you going to do 10 movies prior, but then you're going to end it with a trilogy. Come on, Vin Diesel. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. This shit sucks more than the pacifier. And that's a double entendre joke. Suck my dick, Vin. You gay fuck. But yeah, okay. Wait, what was it? All right, Jeremiah, I'm ready for your question. 6 degrees to clap cleats. No matter what your question is, I have to find a way to make it clap cleats, and then we'll rate. Bam, 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 bam. Hey, how you doing, little mama? You wanna take a ride on a disco stick? Hey, let's take a ride. This beat is sick. I want to take a ride on your disco stick, lady. You know what I mean? Did Lady make I Want to Take a Ride on Your Disco Stick? Did she make that song? Okay. This is the easiest way to talk.
So the thing with trying to get a girl's attention is it normally deals with sliding. You either need to slide into her life and catch her off guard, or you need to slide into her DMs on the internet, on any of the possible social media sites. But what happens after you're done sliding? Well, what you need to do is you need to plant your feet and stand your ground. And when you're going to need more friction for that sex addiction, you need more traction for the action. You need more grip for the thrust of the lust. Clap cleats, because instead of sliding in her DMs, how about you force fuck into her life? And that, my friends, is how you play 6 degrees with clap cleats with using 1 degree. Fuck with your boy. Raid that shit, homie. I don't need 6. I'll do it in 2. I think that was 1, but I'll give you 2. If you want to make it 2, I'll give you 2. But I think I did it in 1. Eat shit, dog. What's happening? Fucking do it. Do it, baby. Do it, baby. I'm saying do it, baby. Hey, do it, baby. Do it, baby. Fucking do it, baby. Hey, baby. Ooh, I said a baby, baby. Oh, baby, baby. Ooh. Now repeat it perfect for this man? I don't know what's happening. Dude, why does it never work on this? It never works. I don't understand what's happening.